Hello, I hope you're okay. I'm going to take you through a lovely sequence today. Yoga to avoid burnout. We're all so used to pushing and forcing and having to battle to feel good and to get things done, but maybe there's a different way, and it's great to practice this idea on the yoga mat. So let's head to the mat now and we'll get started. So sitting in a cross-legged position and just find your centre. So have a little sway from side to side and move around a little bit here. Notice how you're feeling right now. So it's not for me to tell you how to feel or to tell you how you're feeling. Let's just all begin to look further inwards and just notice, because it's a personal thing. You might be feeling energised, or you might be feeling exhausted, or a little bit stressed, or really happy and chilled. Notice what's going on for you today and begin to just feel around with the elbow on the inner thigh. See if you can find those areas that might need a little bit more attention than others. Heading to both sides, just having a little float around. Good, and just sitting up nice and tall and allowing the shoulders just to soften away from the ears. And taking some long, deep breaths here. And the breaths are important, in through the nose and out through the nose. And just try and make that exhale a little bit longer than the in-breath. Notice your lungs filling with the breath and notice how good that feels. It doesn't take long to calm the nervous system and come back to a place where you feel good. And that's what this is about, feeling good, feeling better. So we take a big in-breath to float the arms over the top of the head and bring the hands together in front of the chest and just plug the thumbs into the heartbeat. See if you can find your heart beating for you. And lowering the hands down now for a nice breathing exercise, the sun and moon breath, just to balance your emotions, to bring us back to a state of balance, to avoid that state where we are burning out. So bringing the first two fingers on the right hand to that area between the eyebrows, and use your thumb to close your right nostril and your ring finger to close the left nostril. So closing the right nostril now, big in breath. Close the left nostril, open the right, slowly exhale. Pause that out breath for a moment before breathing back in. Closing the right nostril, open the left and exhale. Back in through the left. Close the left, hold it for a moment before opening the right and breathing out. Breathe back in through the right. Closing the right, hold it. Open the left and exhale. Back in through the left. Pause it at the top, hold it. Open the right, breathing out. In through the right. Closing the right, hold it. Open the left and exhale. A couple more at your own pace. Slowing the breath down as you alternate breathing in and out of the nostrils. Alternate the nostrils. And the next time you breathe out of the left nostril, just lower the hand and let that go, and notice how you're feeling. Notice how the nostrils feel. Maybe one feels clearer than the other. Maybe you're able to breathe a little more effectively now. Maybe you are beginning to feel a little bit calmer. Okay. So placing the hands behind you, opening through the chest here, lean back into the palms of the hands. Maybe lift the hips a little, maybe come onto the soles of the feet and just gently lift the hips in this position. Opening all the time and breathing big. Opening through the chest and the throat, finding a place that's good for you. So we lean back and breathe. And then we head forwards, reaching ahead of the legs, lengthening out through the fingertips, letting the head and chest just go. Having a gentle sway from side to side, just feeling that point where it feels nice to just linger. You know, what is going on in your knees and your hips? Explore. This is playtime for your body. Heading over to the right now with the hands, staying nice and low. A few yeses, a few no's with the head, getting into the neck and the shoulders. Maybe the left arm just naturally wants to lift a little higher and come over the ear as we reach and open and rotate. And then bringing that hand back down to come back to the middle for a gentle sway from side to side. Before heading over to the other side. Maybe it will feel nice to lift the arm, bring it over the ear, see how it feels on this side. And then bringing the hands down, back to the middle, letting the head just go, letting the chest just go, just floating around here. And then taking a crawl with the hands all the way back to the feet. So bringing the right hand into the small of the back. The left hand comes on the right knee. We look ahead to breathe in and lengthen and exhale to twist. Wring out all the bad stuff, but keep it nice and easy. Breathing in to lengthen and exhale to twist. And then we bring that back hand all the way over the other arm and we just have a little sway from side to side. So the right hand is on the left knee. So we just loosen up even more and keep everything soft and easy going. Good, and then the left hand comes into the small of the back. We lengthen, we look ahead and we twist, looking over the left shoulder. Remember your shoulders nice and soft. Let go of any tension. Keep it simple. Remember, we're not trying to achieve anything or look like anything. We're just feeling, exploring and moving. Okay, bring this back hand all the way over onto the other knee and let's have a little sway once more from side to side. And slowly release, coming all the way back up into a seated position. So the hands come in front of you now. We're coming into an all fours. However you want to get there is fine. Keep it nice and simple. So an all fours position, as soon as we're there, we get moving, floating around, letting the head go. Letting the tummy go, creating that nice curve in the spine as you look up towards the ceiling. So we breathe in to a flat back and exhale to round through the spine. Good. Breathing into a flat back and exhale to let the tummy go. And a few more like that, cat and cow. Just releasing and opening through the spine, keeping everything in good condition. So the next time you let your tummy go, just wag the tail from side to side. See if you can feel any sensation in the lower back as you move and feel. And then maybe some big circles as we explore even deeper. Moving around, changing direction when you're ready. Good. And then a nice easy stroll with the hands takes us into puppy dog pose. Lengthen out through the fingertips, let your head go, let your chest go. Maybe move the head from side to side to get into the forehead. And feel the length. Notice where you feel the sensation. Breathe into it. Long, deep breaths as we lengthen the spine. And slowly walking with the hands back into that all fours. So the right hand comes into the small of the back now. As we open out to the right, maybe the arm lifts up towards the ceiling. Maybe that doesn't feel good for you. See what it's like before bringing this right arm through, under the left arm, reaching out to the side and reaching forwards through the left fingertips. If you want to, instead of reaching forwards, you can place the left hand on the lower back and open on this side. Reaching and opening through those right fingertips, breathing into that space that you create in the upper back between the shoulder blades. Good. Slowly we unravel this right arm, heads all the way back up towards the ceiling before coming back down onto the mat. The left hand comes into the small of the back, opening out on this side. Good. Reaching up towards the ceiling if it feels good. And then threading the needle, bringing the left arm all the way under and through, under the right arm, reaching ahead, reaching out to the side. Maybe the right hand comes into the small of the back. See how it feels. Slowly we unravel the left arm, goes all the way up towards the ceiling before coming down onto the mat. So a gentle wiggle around here, loosening everything up once more. Now we want to bring the right foot through between the hands. So to do this, make it easy for yourself. Move your hands out of the way and let's see how it feels to create that space to bring the foot through easily. And then bring the hands either side of this foot. The hips ease forwards. Good. And then we open the chest. We bring the hands onto the back of the head or reaching high. See what feels nice for you. A gentle sway takes us from side to side, nice and slow and easy. So with these poses, it's very easy to power through. It's a mindset. This is what we're used to. To achieve, we feel like we've got to look like something. We feel like we've got to feel a little bit of pain maybe. No pain, no gain. But that doesn't apply in yoga. We want to let go. We want to heal. And if we're pushing and forcing, we're not healing. So try to let go of any idea of what this should look like, any idea of competing or doing better than you did last time. Just really begin to feel a little bit more, look inwards, notice what it feels like right now for you in this pose and back off if you need to. So a gentle twist looking over the right shoulder, as you can see. Just gets even more into that left hip. And then the hands come down either side of this front foot. Let's lengthen this front leg and just melt over the leg. An easy sway from side to side might feel good here. Maybe the hands could go over to one side. What can you do to explore more? Good, just floating around, nice. Good, and then the hands come on the inside of this front foot. And we create lots of space by moving the right foot over to the right side of the mat. And you might want to stay up on your hands or maybe come down onto the forearms. There's no right or wrong. See how it feels for you on this side. But let your head go wherever you are. Just try and breathe into that right hip as we continue to move and float around, as we continue to explore. Good. And then if you're on your forearms, come back onto your hands and float the right arm all the way up towards the ceiling as we open and twist, cleanse. Good. And then the hand comes down and we meet back in that all fours position. So bringing the knee all the way back. And as soon as you're here, get moving. What can you do to soften and float around a little more to find that ease? So we want to bring the left foot in between the hands this time. And remember, it's a lot easier if you just get out of your own way. So move the hands out of the way. And then the foot just effortlessly comes forwards. Good, so hands come either side of that foot as we notice what's happening on this side. And then we roll the shoulders back. We could reach the arms high or place them on the back of the head as we just float around. Nice and easy. And how's your breathing as you continue to let go on every exhale? We look over the left shoulder for that nice easy twist. Good. Nice, and then the hands come either side of this front foot. Maybe we can lengthen the leg on this side just to explore, just to see how it feels. We're not trying to do the splits or be a contortionist. Let's just notice what's going on. Use the exhale to just melt a little bit further. And when you find a nice place just to linger, just hold it there. Good, and then just bending this front leg. The hands come on the inside of the front foot. You can heel toe the foot to the left a little more. Maybe come down onto your forearms here. See how that feels for you. Maybe it's different on this side. Maybe it feels better to be on the hands. Or maybe you can go a little bit further on this side. We're all different. If you are on your forearms though, you could come back up onto your hands now, just so we can lift the left arm and open twist. Good. And then slowly release, and let's bring this left leg all the way back into that all fours, just for a simple float around before sitting on the heels. One hand on the chest, the other on the tummy. Close your eyes and just take a moment. Come back to how you're feeling. Ask yourself what's going on. Good, and then the hands come down to allow your legs to just float out in front of you. Good, so a nice easy going forward bend here. Breathe in to lengthen the arms, lean back a little, and then let's just float forwards over the legs. The knees can be slightly bent. And if you do reach your feet, just have a play with giving the feet a little massage, especially that area in between the big toe and the first toe, about an inch down. Just press there, that's your reset button. But just give the feet a bit of attention, or maybe the legs if your hands are on the ankles or the shins. Just notice what's going on for you. Good. And slowly releasing to lower all the way down onto the mat. The feet flat on the floor, and immediately we come straight into this bridge pose, slowly lifting the spine off the ground, coming onto the top of one shoulder and then the other, interlacing the fingers, pushing the knuckles towards the ankles. The little fingers just rest in the mat as we open and breathe and take a moment. Make sure the head, the neck feels okay. Good. Releasing the hands and really slowly lower the spine all the way down to the ground. The legs lengthen out. The legs squeeze together, point through the toes, come up onto the forearms into fish pose, allowing the throat and the chest to open, the head falls back. And slowly we come back all the way down onto the mat. Just allow the toes to flop out to the side. Allow the palms to face the ceiling. And just breathing all the way up the front of the body, from the tips of the toes to the crown of the head, and all the way down the back of the body. And notice how relaxed you feel. And even though we've been moving and challenging ourselves, we haven't pushed too hard. We've avoided burnout by being mindful of how we feel, by really listening to the body and responding to what we find. So no need to push or power through. We know that we can tackle difficult things with ease, on and off the mat. So please stay here as long as you wish. I'll see you soon.